Hello there. Today's monologue will be on Log Horizon. Log Horizon is another anime and manga which I really enjoy. It's basically a lit RPG where you get stuck in a fantasy world, video game world. And why I enjoy this one over the litany of many other lit RPGs is this one actually had a unique story to it. Unlike Sword Art Online, where you skipped days and years of time just to get ahead into the story, this one actually goes day for day of the living in the world. And instead of taking a character who's like the powerhouse, he's more the strategist. It's the one behind the scenes, making the world operate, putting everyone back together, making sure everything runs. So that's why I like it. He takes more of the real world. It becomes more of a world for them, and he makes sure everyone gets to that world. Everyone feels at home in that world. Everyone has a place in that world. That's his job. And unlike the other ones where if you die, you're dead completely, or you die and you wake up outside of the game, this one had a unique take where the more you die, the more your real life leaves you, and you take on the persona of your invented character. You become a part of the game. You no longer remember about your real world self. You become only your video game self. And I love that concept. I love that idea about it. And the fact that Shiro is this character who's really kind-hearted, but when it comes down to it, he's seen by everyone else as a villain, as a crook, as someone who basically gets what he wants. The reason why is he does what needs to be done in order to get things going. He doesn't really threaten lives, but kicks people out of the city who are not following the orders. He is the only one with a moral compass to basically own the power of dictatorship, because he doesn't wield it like a dictator. He has a council which revolves around him. This is basically all season one, all the first volume, and the way it builds up on top of itself. I really do enjoy that. Sorry, I had a message. I really enjoy it because it's unique, not so much anymore because everyone's done variations on it, but I do enjoy the fact that the characters are fun. The characters are very relatable in some senses. Natsumi is of course, they always have one that's overly into women, overly talks up women. So you always have that one. You always have one that's dedicated and loyal, which happens to be the female in this one, the Akatsubaki. I haven't seen it in a while. A Katsubaki. Yeah. Her, she's just the loyal soldier. You have all these characters which basically all complement one another. And just like any other Nakama grouping, they all have different personalities which you think would never get along. But because they're so unique, because they are together, and because they seem to be best friends, it becomes enjoyable to watch how these unique people get along. How they just seem to constantly be friends even though they are not alike. And I've always loved that in anime. I love it in Log Horizon. I love the fact that they're actually valuing the intellectual aspect of a character rather than the brawn, like most other lit RPGs do. This one is the brainy character. Sure, he's a high level, but he's the one who strategized to get to that level. He's the one who planned for other guilds. He's the one who came up with plans to take out everything. If he's given time, he's basically a Batman. If he's given time, he could come up with a way to finish it, a way to do it, and a way to do it with limited numbers, a way to do it with limited supplies. He has the know-how. He has the strategies all in his head, and I love that. It's a unique way of doing these stories rather than doing giant raids, rather than having just one person who happens to be a powerhouse who can do everything. So I love it. It's worth watching if you've never seen it. I know some people like Big Daddy who started it. Big Daddy Mo, you've got to finish it. It is an amazing anime. It is worth watching. And I believe season 3 is supposed to be coming out. The one issue with anime and even manga is they take way too long of a hiatus between everything. Way too long of a hiatus. And that is a big issue for me, at least, because I want to see things. I want to binge watch everything, because as soon as I catch up to a show, I'll wait. And then when I get in the mood again, I'll watch like the new 17 episodes that came out, and then I'll wait. Same thing when I read manga, same thing when I read books, same thing when I read comics. Every single time I need to go through it all when I'm in the mood, because then I'll stop right after. And if it ends on a note which is really bumming me out, I will never pick it up again. I've had that happen a few times. One of them where it was close was actually One Piece, which I'll get into when I finally do my One Piece review. But I had actually bought the digital season afterwards. And because I had it, I basically forced myself to watch the outcome of that betrayal. And because of it, I still watch it to this day, and it's one of my favorites. I love anime, but I do hate the hiatuses between everything. I would like them to be more committed, but I do know the work that goes into it. I do know everything, that the fact that they're taking it off of manga, which takes a lot of work to get done. But it's worth a see. I truly enjoy it. I'm the Shiro character. I know that's my personality. That is me. I'm the healer. I'm the supporter anytime I would play online games. I could never be the damage dealer. I could never be the tank. I just don't have the mentality for it. I like to stand back, heal, and support the entire time. That is me. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.